It's your cryptid bestie, Nessie, and welcome back to the Beginner's Guide. So where we last left off, we left off at Chapter 8, which was Notes, and stuff got pretty scary. If I may be so inclined to tell you that there was a little bit of foreshadowing in the last episode. It was pretty subtle, but let's just say Coda is I resonate a lot with Coda. So chapter 9 is called Escape. So let's see what we got here. Let's continue. Let's see. There we go. This title.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. What do we got here? Huh. City. What is this? Is that a well outside? Oh, there's a door here. Okay. Ugh. Huh. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so these are like pictures of like the city. Okay. What is? Oh, okay. So
See,
well?
this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else.
Why?
Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Version 2. The furniture's gone. What is going on? What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? Let's do number 1. How about a TV surround sound? That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay, now how? What about along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. Okay. We should light up this room a bit. Skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. Yeah, okay. And a table. We need a table. Pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Who are you? What exactly are you doing this from? Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Yeah, there they are. There's the table. And what in the world is going on? What the hell?
There's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake. So okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Now I have doubts. Because if... Hello, please look for this guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. If Coda is just trying to make this sort of thing as like a way to escape from the absolute exposure that Davy is putting on him, then he has every right to kind of like not exactly lose himself in his work, but to just distance himself from him completely. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Okay, so here you can see his, here you can see his mark. That is Coda's symbol. That's his signature. Saying that, okay, this work is mine. And not yours, Davy. First click on this table. Good. Go over the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. It's a little crooked, but it's fine. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa. Move it over there. This is his way of creating order in chaos. Because the chaos of his life is kind of just too much right now for him. And I get that completely. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. Enter a prison escape will now open. Turn to the start to be taken back to your prison. Yeah, this makes me feel pretty grossed out and a little. No, not even a little. This makes me
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going. And then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
This just sits so wrong with me. Like, I almost can't speak because of how disgusted I feel right now. Like, why do I feel like Davy is ultimately the one who's just making all of these drastic changes and then saying that it's Coda? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
And there's nothing wrong with talking to yourself sometimes. Like, sometimes I have to talk to myself to actually get myself out of a rut. But man, I just, jeez, Davey. It's almost like he has to talk to himself just to sort his mentality out from Davey's pretty much influence, and I'm not gonna lie, this is actually pretty manipulative. From someone who has actually been there, this is definitely, it's not subtle anymore for me. It's the mask has long come off from someone I know personally who was very anyway. So you were trapped in this prison too? Yeah, I was in the reverse prison. That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? I'm gonna be honest. So, escape is actually all three. But for me, personally, yeah, it feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared to get out, and then things will be exactly the same as before. It actually does change. I don't feel the same person. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Wait, if you're me, then how did you get another call from another version of you were trapped? Oh, did you get another call? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come and find you. What do I have to do? You know, all you have to do is be sincere. What? That will free me? How does that work? Just be sincere. Sincere about what? That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to escape.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice? So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Okay. Man, I don't know at this point. Like, yeah, if that's Coda talking to himself, essentially, and then yeah, I mean, like, speaking from personal experience, Yeah, like the moment I escaped, you know, I was still me. I know that I'm still me. But people can change. Things can change. Circumstances change. Life's always changing. But at the end of the day, like, you're
To
still
me,
with
this
yourself.
environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with
that's
the
okay.
2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
There we go. Transition. He's like moving. It's pretty much. If we're talking symbolically, he's like finding a little light in the middle of all this darkness. And this dark and gloomy place right now that we are currently in.
Just so you're aware, nothing will happen up here until you've been inside the house.
Okay, Davey. Look, I just want to explore and actually see. Thank you. You can shut up now. But yeah, this is actually a nice place. Clean. Hello. Ooh. All these books. Colored girls who crochet or something. Huh. Othello. I want to see if we can make out these books. Interesting. I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might have having to clean this entire house all by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Don't worry about me. The place is nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. Well, now you might just be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you can do it all night? I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clean the table? Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Some just dishes. Would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Okay. While you're in the room, straighten her up. All the little details matter. How'd you end up doing this job? A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like cleaning my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, put this couch and all in a mess. Would you come out and straighten these pillows here? Oh dear. Looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Someone's over there. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Yeah, especially cheesy. Coda. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Coda. Man, dude, we need a hug. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How do you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Jeez. Like, I feel like in this game you can really see how much all this stuff's been getting to him. There's still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom. If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Speak for yourself, Davey. Like, oh my gosh. Are all houses this easy to clean? Darling, let me tell you something. In your lifetime, you're going to clean a lot of houses, and among all those, a few of them will stick out as truly wonderful, beautiful experiences. And none of them will be the ones that were easy. Just something to think about while you smooth out.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it.
Because it's
This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked
Grossly?
around with a constant smile on his face.
You mean just happy? So the tub's gotten rather dirty. Would you mind tidying it up? I mean, I don't see somebody like Coda being grossly happy. Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. But there's a bit of truth in it. Anyway, so housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you clean up the books? Thanks. Yep. Like, oh goodness.
I'm
this
glad he
one's a
made
real
this.
couch of a mess.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Would you go over and straighten them up a bit? Can't have these folks coming to a messy couch. I don't know, the fact that it's endless gives me a little bit of anxiety. Question.
But, of course, it can't last.
Do you enjoy
The music
this?
stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
Are you
Again,
serious?
you can't stay in the dark space for too long.
It's
you just
not
can't.
dark.
You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
This was his light. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I mean, the dishes were still dirty, but whatever. I mean, that irritates me. Like, yeah, you're right, Davey. He did find some peace, and then you had to go and steal it away. Like, what? There's the lamppost again. Ugh.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Oh my god. Items you love.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you think is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfectionism is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game,
Being
the
perfect
perspective
is
shifts.
effortless.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Great. I wonder if the papers say anything. Oh my god. I wish we could actually zoom in and actually see, but... yeah. Kids should learn to... Wait, kids should learn not to follow their dreams. Oh no. Being alone must be awful. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Hey Davey. Take notes, my guy. He's straight up trying to communicate through his games to you. Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. It's just an unusual compliment. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, then you're not doing it right. Ew. I'm developing a cyst. Gross. You understand that you won't be happy until you love me. This is for you. Ew. It's freaking toxic. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest, fast path forward? Just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There's no truth, there's no path. What if I'm not a good teacher? Holy shit, you guys, somebody's coming out of the back of the room. Look out! Do what is easiest, do what is simple, is feel what is true. Nothing, no one. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run. Run! Run!
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Ever think how this could be a mirror, Davey?
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
I wonder why. Damn, poor Coda. Okay, so we're walking towards a stage, are we? What is this? What's going on? It's... Oh, God. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you'll be playing as me. We're at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Oh, I'm right on top of the wall. Oh my god. Good. Stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on. Say something to her. Hello? Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. Oh my god. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Okay, this is actually starting to piss me off. So... Wise. Happy. Focused. Successful. I like you. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment. But I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of a setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. God, Eric. What are some... Okay, I'm gonna ask her a question. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? You're messing it all up again. Oh my god, the perfectionism. You freak her out if the conversation gets personal that quickly. Do you not realize this moment, how important this was for me? I'll never get an opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Jesus. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. What, so you can come in and freaking... Oh, man. Ugh. Okay, yes, now this is working.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this.
He needs time alone.
You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world.
Oh my god.
And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect.
It's not about you.
To connect with this person. To bring him closer.
Oh, God.
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Damn, poor Coda. Mobius strip. To play this game properly, you must play with your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Okay, so... Yeah, I can see why Coda wanted to close himself off. Because the very small nanosecond that he actually was willing to create and feel safe to create, that was when Davey decided to just take over and completely override Coda's creative heart and just his love for creativity and just going through the creative process. And now, like, he's just feeling all of this pressure for it to be perfect. It's like he can't even be human anymore. That's so disturbing. I hate that. Yeah. It actually makes me sick. Okay. Mobius trip. What's going on? Can we do anything? Help? I'm blind. Oh, I was supposed to. Please do very close. I can't see anything. What's going on? Did I crash into something?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Oh my god, okay. It was a great door. And my vision black. I'm gonna crash on me. Can I do something? I need to find our supplies. Someone help me, someone do something. Nope, I can't see anything. Truth. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned.
Shut
First
up,
off,
Daisy.
he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So, where's that coming from?
This is his truth.
But then even
Shut
weirder,
up.
his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like
This
he's having
is his
trouble
outlet. What are you
iterating on
talking
ideas,
about?
but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore.
Because you're forcing
And in person, he was
him
being a
not
lot more
to-
distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
No. I don't feel it anymore. It's draining me. Keep going. Keep talking. I can't figure out how to say the thing. You're doing it. It's working. I'm alone. We're going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Where am I? Where did this island come from? Is that a person? How lovely! It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. When I try to create, I feel empty. Okay, so this is Coda's truth. Oh no, what's happened? Did something change? Oh, or not. I see. So this is Davy. We're hearing this from Davy's perspective. When I try to create, I feel empty. There was a machine that kept me going, and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. It stopped. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. I know where it is. It isn't far. What? You have to take me to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped. What? I can take you to it.
If the last
There's a
game
problem.
featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now,
It's
put
guarded-
yourself in my shoes playing
Holy
this.
shit.
Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore.
Oh my god.
Why? What is it for?
It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? Doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're gonna end up there one way or another, right? Dang. Man. Ugh. Perfect. Yeah, that makes me feel sick. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because, from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him,
You don't know
this was a result
him.
of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so
'Cause it's
he
not
didn't
our
have
business.
anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
He doesn't need an outlet. That is his outlet. Oh my god. That is his outlet. His games are his outlet. Oh my gosh, Davey. It's pretty straightforward. Here's the puzzle. What do you think? I've solved this puzzle before. This is easy. Yeah, I recognize this. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Now just press the switch here. And the dark spaces between the doors now is a gray area.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Ah, that was so simple. I can't believe I never solved it before this. Why do I feel like the gray area is his way of gray rocking Davey? Okay, here we are. There's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. Oh, they're having a panic attack in the background. Yeah, I would too. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. God, you're putting words in his mouth, Davey. Jesus. Okay. Making games is simple. That feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Why did it feel so awful when I said that? But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. He doesn't care about the truth. He doesn't care about the truth. That is, oh my god. He does not care about the truth of someone else. Davey does not care about the truth of somebody else. All he cares about is if somebody is just... God, poor Coda. All he cares about is if somebody is doing things for him and not for themselves. Like, what the heck? I keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
Because it's your
I
dynamic.
was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Yeah. Keep going. Just never stop creating and you'll never feel bad. Perfect. That feels
This is someone I really
fantastic.
cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for
Because
me.
he's angry with you. Yeah, I'm actually I'm going to vomit. Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Fuck. Yeah, it's making me a little dizzy. Oh my god. Little pause to... Oh my god. Yeah. This gives me the same vibe as somebody that I knew. And kind of still know, I guess. But we're not close anymore. But to force somebody's desire, for somebody to force their own desires and just wishes and to do it in a manipulative way, like, that is toxic as, ugh, yeah. Because what Coda is essentially doing by following Davy, or just like, yeah, what's essentially happening with Coda is that he's pretty much just losing himself. Because anything that Davy puts out or pushes into his games, then you're essentially erasing the creator themselves, and that is messed up. Like, seriously, Davy has issues. And thinking back on like the Notes game, yeah, like that is subtle foreshadowing and not so subtle foreshadowing. It's both direct and indirect, because with the way that Coda's and Davy's relationship is right now, he has been trying to distance himself to the very best of his ability to avoid how essentially toxic and just manipulative and just, yeah, that's just so wrong. That is so wrong and so disgusting, and it's like he has no idea what actual boundaries are. And I knew somebody like this. He has no idea what actual boundaries are, and they just keep stepping over the line. And it sickens me. Alright, any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. It always pays off eventually. Yes, more. Keep going.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it.
Oh my god.
I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
There is no shame, no fear, no guilt. Incredible. That's it. I'm free. I'm free. Jesus. Like, where's the lamppost again? Oh my god.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
May 2011. The Machine. Man, I'm glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. If there has never been a clear mirror than this one at this point, then how did Captain Machine will be punished? Do you know where the poisonous games have come from? What has the machine been doing? What will you do with it? The machine never explained itself. When do we get answers? We get to see the machine. What will be done? What can you tell us? Hi, Coda.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. You stopped feeding us. You were keeping us healthy. You were just keeping us alive. Ew. Can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. Oh. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize. No. No, no. No. I've been sorry. Apologize for leaving. Ew! No! Oh my god. It owes you nothing. It doesn't owe you anything. You see the thing you fear. Oh, God. Think carefully about it. God, I have... not sorry. He had every good reason to cut somebody like that off. Oh. You don't owe him anything. Dude, I want to give... Man, come here, man. I want to give you a hug. Jesus Christ. Ew. Ew. I have a troubling revelation. Falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. The machine will not apologize to us. It doesn't owe you an apology. Coda does not owe you an apology. And it doesn't need to admit that you were hurt by him. Find a way to live without it. You do not need its games. I want to show it that we are not failures. Let's pay attention. I'll show that we're not failures. god. No. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. Destroy everything the machine has created. This is awful. This actually hurts. Oh my god.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive.
You're the one
And I'll tell you, at the time that
destroying
I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work
No.
to get some actual
No.
feedback on his games. It might get him out of
no.
isolation. And
What are you
so, as I'm
doing?
thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him?
That's so invasive.
If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with
Oh
other
my
human beings,
God.
would that bring him out of his mental spiral?
It's not a spiral.
Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
What did you do? Oh my god.
So I started showing Coda's work to people.
Jesus.
I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Coda. Put down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better.
But that's you, that's not
I
him.
got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something. I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it.
It's not your
If I could
problem
give him
to
this
fix.
gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
Oh my god.
When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy, so beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
Good.
So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Tower Devil Star.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant.
I
It
wonder
feels like it's
why.
trying to distance itself from the world.
From the world
It's a very cold game.
or from you?
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh my god.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable.
I
The game
wonder
goes
why.
beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do
Good
want to show you
job,
the rest of the
Coda.
levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Literal boundaries. Don't show anybody my games. Stop playing them. Okay. Stop adding stuff to them. Oh my god. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Oh my god. Whoa. It's never sinking in. It's never sunk in for him. Like, leave him alone. Oh my
And to be
god.
fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
Wow.
But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
There is. Oh my god. You wanna know what the deeper is? Deeper idea? Boundaries. There's nothing to it. It's just boundaries. He's basically saying, leave me alone. Go away. And the fact that Davy is going through and like,
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code.
oh my god.
Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time.
And you still have
If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him. But I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we
Are
can
you
move on.
serious? Then why waste that time? Holy cow. Oh, like. Oh my god. I can't believe he had just. It's not just time, it's energy. Like, wow. You had nothing better to do than to just, oh my gosh. just completely overstep Coda's boundaries. And I know somebody like this, by the way. And I get the same vibe. And it is not pleasant. But like, I can see exactly why Coda does not want to have anything to do.
The switch to open this
with
door
you,
is actually on the other side of the door,
Davey.
meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side.
Which
so
is good.
Even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got
Because
to this
he's
point,
literally telling
there's
you to
actually just no
stop.
way to progress.
Just stop.
And it's scary for me. The idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, that's it. That's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Because there's no problem to fix.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow.
No.
I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
Because you're missing the point. You are failing to miss the point. It's like, yeah, watch this. Go ahead and fall in. Yeah.
I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person.
Exactly.
I have no idea who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for.
Through the games?
I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him.
They don't mean...
I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
They don't mean anything.
And he wouldn't.
They don't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's just art for the sake of being art. It's just art. This is just him wanting to be creative. And to say that Davey puts his own spin on it is definitely like dumbing it down a little. Like, sorry guys, but like
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have
actually
somehow made his work my
connect.
own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
No,
It was that I
That is
needed to
his
see
work.
myself in someone else.
not yours.
I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and
That's
left.
the problem.
And it felt
Because
somehow
you can't
like
be with
I had
yourself.
failed.
You need to be with yourself. That is how you grow. Like, if that's so... God, this feels so... It's almost codependent, but it's not. I don't know. It's toxic. Full stop. But, like, if somebody can't be with themselves and, like, discover who they are, then the problem isn't the other person. the problems with them.
Where did I screw up?
You screwed up from the very beginning, my guy. The very beginning. You screwed up when you decided to show people his own private... There we go. Dear Davy.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
Yep.
It's because of what I did.
Exactly.
I poisoned it for you.
And once it's poisoned, there's no saving it. Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
But it's not your responsibility. Oh my god. I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. You've so infected my personal space
And
that's possible.
the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. God. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
That's disgusting. And the worst part about all of this is that there are people like this. And I know somebody personally in my own life who is exactly like this, but in a different way. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere hidden in between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give? Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Oh my god, he did that too. Jesus Christ. Would you simply let them be what they are?
And I didn't have anything left to show people.
It's just art for the sake of being art.
I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
And that is where you need help.
Less than nothing. What does that mean?
It means you need help, my guy. That is not healthy behavior at all. Exactly. Would you simply let them be what they are? He just wouldn't leave him alone from the very beginning. When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. Yeah, me too. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Man. Well, take a screenshot, but... But yeah, this makes me... God. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. That's true. Yeah. He's just wanting to create stuff. That is it. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. Amen. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing that you are wrestling with.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything. There you go. Well done, Coda. Man, I want to give him a hug so bad.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you.
No.
I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again?
Oh my God, no.
Please,
no.
I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Dude, you need help. He was very clear. Coda was very, very clear. And he had every right to...
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
That just leaves you emptier. All the praise in the world is never going to fill you. Never. You need to find that within yourself. And that's how healing starts, is that you find it within yourself. You need to do the work yourself. Like, if you're in therapy, yeah, it takes a lot of work, but it's 100%, no, 1,000% worth it. It is worth doing the work. Because the moment that you can literally just be yourself and be with yourself while being yourself, there's nothing that is freer. It frees you. It frees you and it heals you at the same time. And it's beautiful. And I love... I didn't see it before in like my personal life, dealing with somebody who was kind of like this. But the second... No, not even the second. The moment that the mask came off, I was just like, okay, this... He is missing something, or they are missing something, and I cannot give it to them. I literally do not have it, like, because it's something that you have to find yourself. And there is nothing wrong with just being with yourself. Like, speaking from experience, when I have to be with myself, it's because I'm processing and thinking and contemplating about what this means to me, and if somebody has a problem with me, then you know, I can see how I would be able to change, but not at the cost of my own health, not at the cost of my own sanity, and definitely not at the cost of my own peace. Because your own peace is straight up non-negotiable. Without your own self-peace and your own self-love, there's nothing left. You would just be like a dry cup, or just like a small cup in the bottom of the well, that's filled with water from somebody else. And you can fill that cup up as many times as you want, but without your own water to go off of, you're just gonna be dry. And nothing will fill that. So the only way to heal that is definitely through therapy, because it helps. But really just find something that fills you, whether it's creating or, you know, if somebody plays music, then do that. Find something that fulfills you and do that. You can't just depend on other people to give you what you want. If making games leaves you empty, then maybe it's not making games that makes you fulfilled. Like your healing is up to you. But like, you can't just force yourself into somebody else's work and expect to feel the same way while also not hurting them in the process. Because that just makes you seem like because that is absolutely toxic. And just wrong and just so invasive, and it's not the way to go.
Solution.
God, there's no solution. Yeah, even with like the notes game back in the last episode, yeah, he even said it doesn't mean anything. It's just art. That's all it is.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games,
make games, that's it.
maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Exactly. And maybe if he hadn't have done that, maybe their friendship, I don't know. But maybe not.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop.
Then
Don't
stop.
show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Like, he needs help. Like, real help. He's got some stuff that he needs to sort out. Am I going the right way? I don't know where I'm going. Oh, okay.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
Validating yourself.
It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
That's the first step that he probably needs to do in therapy. If he needs therapy. But, like, internal validation, which I'm learning myself, is so healing, because nobody else will give you that. Nothing else will fill you that way, the way that internal validation does.
What now?
Nothing else will lift you that way. What now? No. You need to go do the work.
I think I need to go.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but
Nope.
I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I have a lot that I need to make up for. And
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Good. And that being said, maybe once he does the work, maybe he and Coda can be friends again. But that's only if he does the work and takes the time to do it. And it is gonna take a lot of work. And speaking from experience, speaking from personal experience, the healing work that I'm trying to do, when it comes to healing from somebody who was kind of like this, that takes a lot of work too, but it is so rewarding, and just so, it's like I'm finding myself again, and falling in love with myself again, and just figuring out just who I am, and it's great. While at the same time being aware of pretty much people who echo that same vibe or that same shadow. And it's kind of like is healing to actually be with yourself, because at the end of the day, that is the person that you will have in the end. If you just have you, and there's nothing wrong with that, and that is pretty much the best way to improve, whether it's your relationships or just your life. Wish you all the best.